I have a problem. Hold on. So I bought some stuff, clearly. The thing about Takealot, one thing about them, they will put one thing per box. I love this. I love this deeply. And I need to pick me up today. Okay, I bought a finishing spray because I've never had one. I also bought some banana powder because I literally mine. What happened to mine? I dropped it. Okay, here's a blush. Will this even show up on my skin? Okay, that's cute. I'm not graceful, but life is worth living. This is 2 kgs of play. This does not feel like 2 kgs. Okay. And then I got this. This looks like a good color. I want to be bronze. And then I got this. This is so cute. Maybe consumption isn't bad after all. I don't want to be happy because I'm consuming. I don't want to be, but what else do I have in my sad, miserable life? No, that's not true. This is adorable. Okay, I'm happy. I'm sorry. I love makeup and I love things. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Wow. And then is the lighting bad? Sorry. I've only done my makeup once on this channel and talked at the same time, and it was kind of a disaster. So we're gonna try again, and then we're gonna talk about some stuff because I have a lot on my medulla oblongata. Guys, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not in a good mood. I'm not in a good place. I literally woke up this morning and cried. Well, let's talk about what I'm doing with makeup. Okay. I feel really ridiculous doing this, actually. Guys, I'm not a real YouTuber. I don't know if you heard. Let me drink my tea. Whatever. To be honest, I just wanted to film and not hear silence. So that's why we're here. I'm not gonna do the whole like, here's the product thing. You don't give a fuck. Seriously, it's not important. And I'm not a influencer. I'm just a girl. I'm a woman. But I don't know what the hell 26 is supposed to be. Like, I'm kind of stumped. I didn't think I'd get this far. At some point, I got so depressed that like, I couldn't see past a certain age. And now I've surpassed all those ages. And I'm like, okay, now what? I don't even know what 30 looks like, bro. Like, I don't know what to think. And I also feel like the isolation I'm experiencing is not helping me in terms of like kind of understanding what the fuck I should be doing with my life. I don't know. I don't see myself reflected in a lot of people. Okay, let me just do this. I know people from a spectrum of like backgrounds where it's like like no two people are the same. Like honestly, there's this thing called inequality. I don't know if you've heard about it, but like the people in the class that I grew up in, even though we grew up in the same class, I also feel like we experience such different things that I also don't see myself in them per se. So it's like, you know what? They all have a different set of expectations, to be honest, and a different set of like understanding of where they should be in life. And everyone's trying to make it, to be honest. Everyone's hustling and trying to make it. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So I've been job hunting, freelancing, but also like pursuing creativity, obviously. And I'm trying to like let the universe respond to my efforts. Everyone that I'm around or everyone that I'm in contact with is living such a vastly different life that like everyone has different advice for me, where it's like, it's not bad advice, it's just advice from their perspective. And it's just like, I don't know what to do. So in essence, I'm doing everything, but I don't think I'm doing something well enough to like yield real results. I can't find my spoolie. I feel like I don't know if I warned you enough about how annoying I'm gonna be today. Like seriously, I'm trying to be calm and collected, but honestly, I'm annoying a bitch, and I'm a bitch. Okay, I feel better. I feel better. I feel better. Actually, I need to show you something. So I've been knitting. And I was like, okay, let me like start small. Let me make a shirt. And then I realized that I don't have the required needles to make a shirt. Like you need these circular needles, guys, and it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole thing. I gain so much more respect for people when I do what they do. Because I'm like, how do you make a sweater for real? Like, this is crazy business. In my mind, I'm like, okay, I can finesse this. I don't need the circular needles. I can finesse this. Like, shirts have 2 stitches on the side. So I'm like, okay, if I make 2 panels, who's gonna stop me? Like, the knitting police? No. Who's gonna stop me? My candle's it's on its last leg. Something about a lit candle in a room just, it puts me at ease. Okay. I actually have a lot on my mind, but like I don't know what to get into, because I know that when I start talking, I kind of go places. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, I feel like I don't talk enough. In my real life, I feel like I let other people do the talking as a way to just not offend people. And sometimes as a way not to scare people. Not that I'm like this person who like knows the secret truth, but it's like, I really get in there. I've learned that a lot of conversations don't actually require that of me, or they don't really want that of me. So I'm just like, let me shut the fuck up. You want to talk about love, but you don't really want to talk about love. That's what I've realized about a lot of the conversations that I have. Whereas like people touch the surface, but they're not about it. I'm like, that's okay. I can see it coming. I wanted to talk about my relationship to ChatGPT. I've watched a lot of videos about ChatGPT, its dangers, on critical thinking, and also on how much people rely on it for basically everything and anything. I don't know how much of what I'm consuming is like doomerism in a way, but I also think it's true. I feel like we're doing too much. This is not your friend. This is not a reliable source of information, first of all. I literally have encountered times when ChatGPT has blatantly lied to me, and I was like, Mama, no, that is not the truth. What are you talking about? And then I was like, oh, yeah.
Actually, you're correct. My bad. I take full responsibility. That is not correct.
And I was like, whoa. That like broke me out of my spell of like thinking it's this amazing like human-like tool that I could rely on for everything. the amount of stuff I was relying for it on was actually embarrassing. Like, I freelance, so I relied on it to set my prices as well, because I'm new to this, not true to this. I was relying on it to just even quit my job. Like, that's how deep it was. Like, when I quit my job, that was like the main source of like feedback or like mirroring I was using, because I don't have friends. And that's just the truth. In that way, I'm susceptible to things like ChatGPT, things that mirror, things that validate, because I don't have that in my life on a consistent basis. And in a way that's actually satisfying to my needs. Like, my needs are not being met in a very real and devastating way. So tools like ChatGPT to me were like, oh my god, this is amazing. Until I learned a lot about its hallucinations, its impact on the environment, its impact on critical thinking, and I realized, like, damn, that's real. Because I really felt like I couldn't make a decision by myself. What I realized is that I shouldn't be having to make decisions by myself. That's what community's for.
Actually, guys,
That's what community's for. I think this is the look, because what was I saying? And I still don't have a reliable support system where I feel safe to like voice my actual opinions and my actual like desires and how I think, because
I'm weird. I'm a weirdo.
you know, I feel like I'm genuinely misunderstood, and that's not a flaw on the people that I know. It's more so like that's just what it is. But having a community that understands you is very important, especially when you feel like in general you go misunderstood. And because of that, you get susceptible to things like cults, things like ChatGPT, things that want you to reveal so much about yourself and to rely on it for these motherfuckers to make money. It's not cute anymore to kind of be ignorant. Staying informed actually makes you seem paranoid and crazy and like a prude. I don't know. I don't want to participate in this fucking sick ass world, but I also do in a very real way. Do you know what I mean? I want to participate without hurting. I want to do good and whatever. I realized that my relationship with ChatGPT was incredibly unhealthy because I had humanized this non-human and I'd made it be my mentor when it's not even living. Like, it doesn't have the context of your life. It has information, but it doesn't have the context of what life you're living and how you're living it. And also it lies. And it lies. Wake up, sheeple. A part of me just is like, what's the point of telling people? Because motherfuckers don't care. They don't care. They just want to write that email perfectly. And now the worst part is I am actually so like out of it in terms of the internet in a way, because of how much of it is not even human anymore. Like, how much of it is like just people typing in prompts and calling it art. Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm not saying there's not a way to like make art with AI, obviously not. But I'm just saying that typing a prompt is not art. I'm so sorry. It's not. It's just not. I understood once I started using it why it's so life altering in a way, because it's like, it makes you feel like you have the world in your hands. It makes you feel like you have the ear of God. And that's why I feel like there's a widespread of people who are like acting crazy about it and calling it like saying that it's a spiritual thing. Like, mama, no, it's not. It's really not. Can we actually stop? But I understand it. I understand it because I've used it. So I'm like, okay, it does make you feel like you have the world in your hands, because it's like feeding you all this information and like condensing it in a way that you can use. So you're like, oh my god, I really can do anything with this. I can start a business, you know, I can rule the world. But everyone has the world in their hands now. If everyone's writing emails using ChatGPT, who are we talking to for real? If everyone's writing birthday messages using ChatGPT, what's the point of a birthday message? If everyone's making art using ChatGPT. What's the point of art? What is the point anymore? What is the point anymore? I've definitely fell into like this deep nihilism that I've been trying to avoid since I turned 22. I thought I've outgrown this nihilism because I did find my purpose in a way. I found creativity. For it to be something that people are trying to make easier, it's kind of annoying because it's like you don't even care. So why bother? You don't even care enough to make the art. So why should I bother to watch it? Why should I bother to read your book if you don't care enough to write the words? Why should I bother to listen to your music if you don't care enough? Like, you don't care, so why should I care? And I think that's where that nihilism is coming from, where I'm just like, I don't even care anymore. Like, every time I see like an AI piece of anything, I'm just like, I actually am feeling the sense of like wanting to commit to something. Commit something. I just feel like the thing that I love is being corrupted. And the thing is, people are being like annoying about it because people don't care about artists anyway. So it's like when artists are like being like, this sucks, can we stop? Everyone's like, fuck you. And it's like, okay, baby, it's coming for you too. We're just the first to fall, the first to stop having jobs. And already we're suffering with jobs in this country, so we're fucked a little bit. That's how I feel. But it's just like, I really am not feeling great about the state of the world. I already was struggling existentially, and like, this is actually sending me over the edge. This is actually sending me over the edge. And the things that people are using it for is guys, I feel like we're regressing deeply, and it's disturbing. Anyways, oh, it has an on and off. Boop. Cute. Okay. Anyways, the more that you know, the worse that you feel. Is it possible that we can just live a normal life without this immense amount of suffering that is caused for other people? Can I subscribe to Spotify without worrying that it's going to be used to harm people? Just a suggestion. Can I listen to music and not be worried that the artist is a fucking artist? Is that possible? Is it possible? But yeah, as I was saying, that I don't want to contribute to feelings of nihilism. I'm trying to like take it out of my system. I really am trying to get it out of my system. I do think there's a reason to be on earth, and I do think it's your responsibility to find that reason. And I feel like when that reason starts, warping and like thinning out, it's your responsibility yet again to buff it up. I don't know, to find another to buff it up. I kind of want to tell a story, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in. But I kind of want to tell a story about, kind of how I got to this point, because I actually used to be a monster. Maybe I'm a monster. We'll be all alone. I actually wanted to get the choral one. This is cute. Oh wait, my bad. This is cute. I kind of want to tell a story to like show you how I've approached eliminating nihilism. Okay? For those who don't know, nihilism is the philosophy. Is it a philosophy? I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's a philosophy that basically nothing matters type shit. I think it's like true to in a certain sense, in a certain perspective, in a certain light. When you squint to the left and close one eye, it's like, oh yeah, true. I feel like existentialism is much more, it's something that I can live with. Nihilism is something that I try to live with and try to embody, but I wasn't necessarily embodying it in a way that I wanted to continue living. So, anyways, this one evening, I decided to do a hard substance. Not hard, not that hard, but harder than usual. So I decided to do this substance, and it was supposed to make me happy, but it didn't. Instead, it made me spiral into it made me spiral, and it made me, as the girls say, crash out. I'm not gonna get into the details. It's a story for another day and another lifetime, maybe. And I actually have a family. I don't know if you heard. Instead, it like brought to the surface how much nothing mattered, and how much it was like kind of like just ended. Luckily, I was in the company of friends, and I will be grateful to my friends till the day that I die, to be honest. They saved my life. I was like spiraling, okay? It was really bad. It was the worst experience of my life, to be honest. And it got to a point where I was like searching through my brain for reasons to live. The part of me that really wanted to survive was like, please give me a reason, or else I'm not even joking. We're out of here, mama. We're on the bathroom floor, and we're like panicking. Like, I'm panicking because I cannot find a reason to live. Like, I feel so sad for myself. Like, looking back, I'm like, damn, I like really trivialized how bad it was, like how bad I felt, because it wasn't as violent as like I feel like for other people it might be. But in that moment, I realized like how bad it was, how bad I felt that life was, how useless I felt I was. All the trauma that I experienced was coming back to me, and I was like blaming myself for things that happened to me. I'd never done this exercise of ridding myself of like how nihilistic thoughts affected me, because it didn't matter. I started thinking, and I came up with two reasons. On why I should continue living, and those two reasons have grown to more reasons. I do have more reasons, and it's not that deep. It's not that deep. For me, my reasons in that moment were music and my little sister. Those are my two reasons to live. That's why I kind of got myself out of that state of like nihilistic belief, you know? Because something did matter. My sister matters probably more than anyone on this earth. Like literally when she was born, I don't want to cry. I just did my makeup. Shut up. Literally when she was born, my life got so much better after that. It was like having a puppy at home, you know, having my little sister. And it still feels like that till this day. I feel like I have a puppy at home, because every time she sees me, she's like so excited for me to be there. And I just feel like I wanna shut up. I wanna honor that excitement. You know when your puppy is so excited to see you, and you're like, oh my god, I need to give them the world. That's how I feel about my sister. I feel like she gave me love first. Obviously I loved her first, but like she gave me love without knowing me. Do you know what I'm saying? And I want to honor that love. So those are my two reasons at the time. That's all I had, and those reasons have grown, and now I don't fall as far as I used to fall. Even when I'm like at my worst, I don't fall as far, because I have reasons to live, and it can change from moment to moment, where my reason to live is like the enjoyment of food, or the enjoyment of tea, or like someone smiling to me at the road, someone being kind. I attach myself to goodness. Like, girl, I attach myself to goodness because it saved my life. I don't know, I like mourn sometimes being cynical, completely cynical, but like I don't, because I was really unhappy. And I thought I was living in this truth. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I've changed my perspective on like what truth should do to you. And if truth is causing you to not want to live, maybe try delusion. I don't know, girl. I just wanted to share that story to just illustrate how I got out of nihilism, and I think that maybe it was a way to remind myself to get out of it now, because I feel like I'm falling into it a little bit and I really don't want to. I still believe in art and I still believe in music, but it's not my main reason anymore. I won't say that. Like, I love music, but I've lost like a certain like about it that I used to have. Like, I don't love it in the same way. It's more like a husband or a wife. It's something that you love and you will always love, but it's not this like honeymoon phase of it anymore. I love music, but it's like it's a different love now. I'm gonna use the bronzer as lipstick as well, lip stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit, okay? Oh. Okay, I just wore this because it's cold as fuck. I really appreciate you being here. If you like this style of content, like, tell me so I can make more, I guess. I thrifted this, by the way. Anyways, I really hope you're doing well, and I'm gonna go now, so I'll see you next time.